Hope you're doing good. Micah back with the video. Back here to talk about my experience using the Galaxy Ring 1 week later. And the box, very simple, very straight to the point. Now, maybe if I had a silver one, it would have been silver, but I got the black one. I actually kind of wanted the silver one, especially when it comes to, any potential damage. It'll be less likely to be seen on the silver one than the black one, funny enough. And how's my experience been over 1 week of use? I should probably whip my phone out too, because I can actually show you just a teeny bit in terms of what information that you can see in the phone when it comes to the Galaxy Ring, because it's so kind of bare bones, which is kind of interesting, but also kind of a concern of mine or a recommendation for the Galaxy Ring 2, right? So without further ado, if you guys haven't already, make sure to like the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, so all free. That way you know my videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, guys, and it's all because of you, earning your trust and attention. I definitely thank you guys for being along with the journey and being here. Being able to take risks and chances to grab certain pieces of technology, especially with the Z Fold 6, to bring that to you and to cover it for you guys long term has been a joy, and I'm glad it paid off in that way. So let's continue to grind, let's continue the hard work, and continue to support going into and continuing 2025. Now, I can't get this off my finger right now. I think it's just because my fingers are swollen. I just came back from the gym. But if you guys notice there's a little neck patty whack right in that area next to where my right thumb is. My thumb right here. You could kind of see it right there on the inside. It's gotten nicked already, which is pretty interesting, right? Now, it also shows like that the pain is still pretty strong when it comes to this, how they iodize it and all that. But I already nicked it in a couple spots there. And so my concern isn't necessarily about me hitting the ring on the outside against stuff and scraping against stuff. It's about grabbing things and like your normal wear and tear on your hands and fingers. And that's when you also realize how often you use your index finger for a lot of things, gaming, grabbing stuff at the gym, dumbbells, barbells, weights. So it's been interesting from that perspective using this ring and how I do oftentimes kind of forget that I'm wearing it, but there's moments where I have to go reach for something where I hear like just the simple audible sound of like a ting or something, and then I'll react like, ooh, like I hope I didn't damage it, which I don't think I will from that perspective. But it's just so interesting how I already nicked it within 24 hours of actually having to watch. But then those are the only nicks I've had over the course of the week in using it. Uh, what else can I say about this ring? That leads to me to saying that it is a very comfortable ring. Outside of it not being able to get over my knuckle right now, which if I had some water or some butter, it'll slip right off. But you see, I have room to play in here, so it's not suffocating my finger. And only last night did I experience, or maybe the night before, definitely last night, that I've experienced what I felt like was losing circulation in my finger and in my wrist. But I think in my wrist, like from here down, was numb. And I think that's just because I had this on a little bit too tight, and so I had to loosen it up one peg in order to allow free flow of blood again. So that woke me up, and I was sitting there like, "Oh Lord, I can't feel like this here down." And so that thankfully largely was solved by just readjusting the strap on my Galaxy Fit 3. But in terms of my finger, I haven't had any problems from that perspective. And it also looks good on the hand. Now, of course, silver would have been dope because it would have been different. And maybe, in time or with the Galaxy Ring 2, with the different flavors that they have, maybe they'll have a red one because I would definitely love to have a red Galaxy. That would be fire. Hopefully that they bring that down the pipeline when it comes to the Galaxy Ring. How's battery life? I still have not charged this in a week of use. I think right now I'm around 10%, so I probably will charge it here within the next 2 days. But large in part, it's been good. It's been fine. Like I think, like I said, this came out of the box at 100%, and technically a week would be Tuesday. I'm recording this on the Monday, but by the time I drop this, it would have been well over a week since having the ring. So between Tuesday when I got it and Tuesday receiving it, I will not have had to do a single charge on it, meaning it lasts about 7 days. And I think because I also now have the Galaxy Fit 3, that Wednesday on, the way they delegate fitness tracking between between the two is how this saves battery life and my Galaxy Fit 3 saves battery life, and how you can accomplish the same features or the same joy, if you will, when it comes to battery life saving with the Galaxy Watch 7 series, including the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So it's good to see from that perspective that I've been able to save battery life from that perspective, get my fitness tracking back in a much more simple way, such as my sleep tracking, my walking, my vitals, such as my heart rate, my stress levels. It's great to see that I'm able to record that with the Galaxy Ring, no problem. And now having the Galaxy Fit 3, they work in tandem, and it's a true complement to each other when it comes to fitness tracking. The cohesion is real in the Samsung ecosystem. With that being said, though, and I can even show you guys here briefly, because they don't have a battery section within the wearable app, which is weird. But the Ring is sitting at 10%, and that was like 2 hours ago. About 2 hours ago while I was at the gym. And so I have not moved anything when it comes to the Galaxy Ring. I had to place this on the charger once because I had it at 74% out the box. I put it on the charger, yesterday morning? Or, yeah, I think it was yesterday, Sunday morning, yeah, is when I finally put that on the charger. And, 53% is kind of crazy. Maybe it was Saturday I did that. But it's kind of interesting to see, like, 2 days have gone by now, 2.5 days, and I have half battery life, which means this will last me about 5 days, 4 to 5 days. So on one hand, that's also very, very good, right? And because I did fitness tracking, that's why the Galaxy Fit 3 also may have dropped down to some degree. But when it comes to the Galaxy Ring, battery life has been superb. You see how simple the breakdown is in terms of the settings. There's like virtually no settings for the Galaxy Ring. And whenever you want to check your vitals with the Ring, you just click on energy score. My energy score today is a 75. And then if you press back, it's just because it takes you to the Samsung Health app. So everything's exclusively linked to the Samsung Health app for the Samsung Galaxy Ring. As you see here, if I click on sleep, it's going to take me over to the app. It says I was in the bed 8 hours and 9 minutes, and of that, I slept 7.5, which is pretty good. And then if I come down here, everything is great there. My awake time was right on par with average. I got way more REM sleep. Then, well, I don't say way, but a little bit more than the average user. It was 2.5 hours. I had less light sleep than the average user, and I was right there on par with the deep sleep around 53 minutes. Blood oxygen looks like it was doing pretty well. 76% is the lowest that it fell. You could probably hear it a little bit. I sound slightly stuffy. It's been raining outside, so that could be affecting that from that perspective. My skin temperature, 97.6 was the highest. 92.6 was its lowest. Heart rate, the average heart rate was around 55 beats per minute. And respiratory rate, what's that? 15 times do I inhale and exhale per minute. So again, the details that you get with it is also phenomenal. But it's also great to see that all my sleep factors were actually good, because it feels like I can't ever get all of them to be good. But the sleep with the Galaxy Ring, in my opinion, may be a little bit more accurate than a watch. And with the Fit 3 also in there, them two kind of delegating who's going to record what, who's going to track what during those periods of rest, whether it's sleep, heart rate, stress, respiratory rate, all that good jazz. It's great to see how they work in tandem. And we're talking about the Gen 1 Ring, and there's only going to be more improvements, markedly so, when it comes to better technology, better sensors, better understanding of the tracking industry when it comes to smart rings for Samsung. So it's gonna be good to see what the Samsung Galaxy Ring 2 looks like, because I definitely would trade this in for the Galaxy Ring 2 and continue on the journey there of fitness tracking and health. Now, what are some things I hope that they add to the Samsung Galaxy Ring? NFC, so that way you could take your ring and pay at a terminal. That will be dope, and you just get a nice simple vibration. And as long as the Samsung Wallet information within the wearable app for the ring is solid and secured, you don't have to be prompted by anything. It knows what card to use, so you only get one card. Or that's when you take advantage of adding gesture features for the Galaxy Ring. So if you go to tap and you get buzzed, you can do a simple double tap to switch your card, or a double tap to confirm that you want to purchase. Like, that's how you can get real sophisticated, real, innovative when it comes to smart ring technology and paying for things. So that's something I'm hoping that we see come to the Galaxy Ring going forward when it comes to some more added technologies. Of course, battery life, all but apparently rumors are they're gonna adjust the type of battery within the ring so you get better battery life, and the ring is supposed to be slimmer when it comes to the Galaxy Ring 2. So that's also going to be very, very interesting to see how Samsung works that out in the coming months and leading up to the next Galaxy Unpacked event in July. So that's the Galaxy Ring 1 week later. Of course, I will continue to keep my coverage here. Last thing we can do that I didn't do was check for any software updates. We know we had one out of the box. Anything new, especially considering One UI 7's right around the corner? Nope. So we're good from a software perspective there. Let me know down in the comment section below, do you wear a smart ring? Are you excited for Samsung jumping in the smart ring territory? And what are your thoughts and opinions that could be added to the Galaxy Ring 2 if you're interested? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all free. That way you know it's my videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super thanks button down there about a like and dislike button. Cash App or PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's way to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. But your man Micah signing out. Until the next video, wait for it.